This is the leader of the kill. Is Pol Pot. Pol Pot, born Salath Sar, was a communist Cambodian dictator who perpetrated the Cambodian genocide, killing 2 million people. This mass killing targeted intellectuals, Christians and other religious people, and non-Khmer people who lived in Cambodia, a country in Southeast Asia. Pol Pot, born May 19, 1925, Kampong Tom Province, Cambodia, died April 15, 1998, near An Long Veng, along the Cambodia-Thailand border, was a political leader who led the totalitarian regime. 1975–79, the son of a landowning farmer, Salath Sar was sent at age 5 or 6 to live with an elder brother in Phnom Penh, where he was educated in a French curriculum. A mediocre student, he failed the entrance examinations for high school and so instead studied carpentry for a year at a technical school in Phnom Penh. In 1949, he went to Paris on a scholarship to study radio electronics. There he became involved with the French Communist Party and joined a group of young left-wing Cambodian nationalists who later became his fellow leaders in the Khmer Rouge. In France, he spent more time on revolutionary activities than on his studies. His scholarship was cut short after he failed examinations, and he returned to Phnom Penh in 1953. Following the Vietnamese invasion of his country, Pol Pot withdrew to bases in Thailand to lead the Khmer Rouge forces against the new Hanoi-supported government in Phnom Penh, which refused to consider peace negotiations as long as he remained at the head of the party. Although ostensibly removed from the military and political leadership of the Khmer Rouge in 1985, he remained a guiding force in the organization, which continued its guerrilla campaign into the 1990s, though with diminishing intensity. By 1997, the Khmer Rouge were in deep decline, their ranks riddled by desertions and factionalism. In June of that year, Pol Pot was forcibly ousted from the organization's leadership and placed under house arrest by his colleagues, and in July he was convicted of treason. When he died in 1998, the cause of death was attributed to heart failure, but claims circulated that he had died by suicide. An autopsy was never performed, however, and the cause of death was never medically verified. His radical communist government forced the mass evacuations of cities, killed up to 3 million people during the 1976–78, and left a legacy of brutality and impoverishment. Pol Pot taught at a private school in Phnom Penh from 1956 to 1963. When he left the capital because his communist ties were suspected by the police. By 1963, he had adopted his revolutionary pseudonym, Pol Pot. He spent the next 12 years building up the Communist Party that had been organized in Cambodia in 1960, and he served as the party's secretary. For 3 years, 8 months, and 20 days, the Khmer Rouge regime led by Pol Pot ruled Cambodia. They enacted a program of harsh internment, torture, and subjection of the Cambodia people to inhumane living conditions, starvation, forced labor, forced marriage, and execution. Nearly 1/4 of the Cambodian population was murdered.